Dead Pages, Episode 1. Chapter 1. The Door That Shouldn't Have Opened. Part 1. Fun 200 words. I will continue in similar-sized parts until we reach 100,000. I never believed a place could feel alive until the night I found the library. It wasn't supposed to be there. I had walked that same street, Mulberry Road, nearly every evening after work, usually dragging my tired feet past the same bakery, the same flickering street lamp, the same boarded-up antique shop that smelled faintly of old wood and rain. But on this particular night the air felt wrong, heavy, like the dark itself had thickened around me. I remember glancing up and stopping so abruptly that the cold wind slapped into my back. A building stood where nothing had been the day before. Not a new building, not something under construction. An old building, ancient, too ancient, like it had been forgotten by time and then abruptly remembered. The sign above the door read, "The Archive of Silent Hours." I should have kept walking. Anyone with sense would have, but curiosity has always been the one flaw I can't redeem. And some whisper I can't prove was real, slid across the back of my thoughts. "Come in. You're already expected." My hand lifted before I made the decision. The brass handle was cold. The door swung inward with a sigh, like it had been holding its breath for a century. Inside, the smell of old paper washed over me. Not decay, not mold, but something awake. Rows upon rows of towering shelves stretched into the shadows above, far higher than the building looked from outside. Some shelves bent at impossible angles like ribs of a forgotten creature. Dust drifted through the air in slow spirals, as if gravity behaved differently here. I stepped in. The door slammed shut behind me. I froze. The sound didn't echo. It thudded, thick and final, like the closing of a book. There was no handle on the inside. For a moment, panic clawed its way up my throat. The library watched me. Yes, watched, because I could feel its attention settle on my skin like static. Then came the voice, small, childlike, right behind me.
"You're late."
I spun around so fast my foot slid on the polished floor. A girl stood a few feet away. Pale skin, dark hair cut bluntly at her chin, a lantern hanging from one hand. She couldn't have been older than 10. Her eyes were too large, too still. When she blinked, the candle inside her lantern flickered, though there was no wind. "Who are you?" I asked.
"The librarian," she said simply, "but only tonight."
The way she said tonight made my stomach tighten. "What is this place?" Her expression sharpened, not angry, just disappointed, like a teacher whose student hadn't studied. She lifted the lantern, illuminating shelves of books so thick with dust they looked furry.
"It's the archive," she said. "Every night it chooses one visitor. Tonight, that's you."
"And what does the archive want from me?" My voice cracked slightly. She stepped closer. Her feet didn't make sound on the floor.
"It wants your fear," she whispered, "to write with."
My heartbeat stopped, just for a second.
She tilted her head. "Don't worry, you'll get it back, probably."
A chill crawled up my spine. "I'm leaving," I said, turning to the door.
"You can't." Her voice was soft, not mocking, matter of fact. "The archive closes the way a story closes. You can only leave once your pages are written."
I didn't agree to anything.
"You walked in," she shrugged. "That's the agreement."
Something shifted in the shadows overhead. Wood creaking, shelves breathing. Then, slowly, a book slid off one of the highest shelves. It didn't fall. It floated, drifting down through the dust like a leaf. As it descended, the dust rearranged itself into faint shapes. Faces screaming silently, hands reaching out, eyes staring blankly before dispersing back into particles. The book landed gently on a table in front of me, thick, bound in dark leather. No title. The girl placed her lantern on the table, then opened the book with a gentle reverence. All the pages were blank.
"Your fear writes itself," she said, "but the archive needs a beginning."
She pushed the open book toward me.
"Place your hand on the page."
"I'm not doing that."
"You already are."
I looked down and realized my hand had moved on its own, hovering an inch above the parchment. Something breathed beneath the page, not metaphorically, something living pressed back from underneath the paper like a pulse. The ink rose like black mist, waiting. "Why me?" I whispered.
The librarian blinked her two dark eyes. "Because you're good at hiding things. The archive likes people like you."
"I'm not hiding anything."
"You're hiding everything."
The ink surged upward. The page pulled my hand down like a magnet. The instant my skin touched the parchment, the librarian hailed. Every candle flickered inward, every shadow tilted, the shelves trembling as if the whole place had taken a single, enormous breath. And then, the whispers started. Not from the girl. Not from the shelves. From the book. My memories spilled across the page, my thoughts, my fears, moments I hadn't revisited in years. But they weren't appearing as scenes. They were appearing as warnings. A sentence wrote itself in front of me in jagged, frantic strokes. You should not have come here. I ripped my hand away, heart pounding so hard it shook my ribs. The ink stopped moving, but the words glowed faintly, like embers in dying light. The librarian watched me, expression unreadable.
Now, she said softly, your story begins now.
Settings, use appropriate media, make the background music dark ambient, slow, atmospheric, low drones, soft creaking wood, faint whispers. Think atrium carceri, cell block, or cryo chamber dark ambience. Use a male clear American voice for the narrator.